Hello everyone, and welcome back to Howling Hoosier Outdoors. Today I wanted to take a minute and talk to y'all about ferro rods. So, if y'all have been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know that these are a staple in almost every single kit that I bring out with me. Whether it's fashioned to my knife, or on my necklace, or I've got a designated ferro rod that this is my go-to fire starter for the trip. It's with me in almost every single day, every single outing, every single time I go on a hiking or backpacking trip. So, wanted to give y'all a moment to understand how these things are, what these things are, how they work, what the pros and cons of them are, and just all-around chance to see them in action. So stick around. Alright, so the first thing to understand about these ferro rods is how they work. It's called ferrocerium, and it is made of a combination of magnesium, iron, and a couple other different mesh metals. And the way that it works is when you hit it or scrape it, that surface area rapidly mixes with the oxygen, causing it to rapidly oxidize, and that is what creates those sparks. That is my understanding of it, at least. I'm not a chemist. And so, when you're buying these things, you've got a couple different variants. You've got your more pocket-sized, pre-built ones, and these will typically come with like a plastic handle on them. Now, the problem with these plastic handle ones is that they have a tendency to pop out. This one's not going to because it's brand new, but it's held together with epoxy. And over time, from repeated use and abuse, from the constant heating and cooling of it, that epoxy is going to wear down, and inevitably that handle is going to fall off. So to combat that, what I'll typically do is I'll take the handle off preemptively and I'll wrap it in duct tape. This adds to me a fire starter, a good handle, and it's not just going to slide off. Or you can go with a big boy, and this is a big hoss. And I've seen these, you can see this one has a hole already drilled in it that I put a lanyard through. But I've also seen people put like antler or wood handles on them and then throw a brass pin through there. So that will secure it even more. Personally, it's just cheaper to buy the $10 ferro rod and then wrap it in duct tape for me than getting something a little bit more exotic. Because in the end, all you're doing is scraping sparks off of this thing. And inevitably it's going to wear down and you're not going to be able to use it anymore. So you're going to notice on a couple of these ridgings, that comes from not putting enough pressure on the spine of your knife or your steel or whatever you're scraping it with. So what's happening is I'm trying to overcorrect, and that's giving it that sawtooth. Okay? So when you're using these, whether you're using a knife or a scraper or whatever, the idea is that you are going to anchor your scraper against a hard surface, and then you're going to pull the ferro rod. I see a lot of individuals out there who they'll like anchor the ferro rod and then start, scraping it like that. And you've seen me do that in a couple of videos if I'm trying to get a mound of shavings before I actually spark it. But understand that when you do that, you have a chance. So you have a chance at hitting your bird's nest or hitting your kindling and scattering that all over the place. And that's not an ideal situation. So I'm going to demonstrate now. Alright, so I hope y'all can see that. I've got a small bird's nest on the ground here. And we're just going to take a knife. And we're going to simply spark. Like I said, you're going to want to anchor this against your hard surface or the ground or whatever. And you're... Hello, clickbait dog. How are you? Hi. I missed you this morning. Alright, go on. Alright. Where was I? Alright, so in order to get this to spark, you're going to want to anchor your striker, your knife, whatever you're using, against a hard surface. So that way, when I'm trying to spark this, it's not going to hit my bird's nest and then send it all over the place. The idea is that you simply want to pull. That'll shower the sparks on it, and with luck I'll get this on the first try. Second try's the charm. And this one's just for redundancy because I really enjoy using these things. And there you have it. That's Ferro Rod Lighting 101. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Stay awesome, folks.